Perfect. And the new layout too. We'll see how it works. All right. Well, as I said earlier, Happy New Year's, gentlemen. Welcome to 2018, right? Is that how that works?
Happy New Year.
Yeah. So, hope everybody had
Happy
a
New Year.
good holidays. It's never lasts long enough. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow, you know. So, but it is what it is. Got to pay the bills. All right. Well, let's get back into the game here with the Trolls Are Us gang. I'm picking up after almost a month off due to the holidays and stuff for me. Let's do our introductions real quick, and then we will kind of do a quick recap. Mar, you're up first.
Mar is your ever bouncy human archer who hails from the Mirror of Dead Men. And yeah, it's been a while.
A man of many words, right?
Oh, yes. I think he knows 3 words. Kill, cheese rolls.
Cat and dragon. That's 4.
That's right. Okay, that's Mar. Next, Crew Cash. Welcome back from your hiatus.
Yes, it's good to be back. Crew Cash is a human barbarian coming from the Westwood. He is on a quest to stop an evil he believes only he can stop that he's having nightmares about. He's down to 1 leg and has donkey ears now, so it's been quite a journey.
Right. Toomlock.
I am Toomlock, your Air Genasi rogue. I'm traveling with these guys to support my family, and I like to do it from the back with a stabby.
Mm-hmm. Anilius.
Anilius is a half-elven wizard bard. Comes from the Candlekeep area. Is in search of great knowledge and also missing family and friends.
All right. And last but not least, Kaz.
Kaz is your dwarven war cleric, and I am currently rubbing my head right now because I don't seem to remember what I was trying to do.
Survive. Live.
Yeah.
Be a happy dwarf. Is that what, all of the above, maybe?
Dwarves happy? That's an oxymoron.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Is that pushing it? Okay.
Only drunk.
Okay. All right. Let's get the overlay laid out. Looking good. Let's get back in. So, yes, here we are. Everybody should have the map up. The group had left the underground, finally come up for air after spending a great deal of time laying waste to the different temples down in the old dwarven complex and finding the different leaders of each of the cults, wiping them out. Still searching, though. We found one of the dwarves, I believe, but there's 1 or 2 still missing. I think that was that.
Sounds about right.
Trying to figure out what's going on. But through the trials and tribulations of adventuring in underground, Crew Cash, the meat tank, has been taking a walloping, is now hobbling around on a 1 leg with a torch. Isn't that what it is? I believe for his other leg.
If I remember, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we were going to head towards that biggest city in the area to see if we could get some assistance.
But he also has donkey ears, which he's quite wanting to get rid of. They kind of get in the way of his fighting. Seem to flop around a lot. But anyway, so yeah, from the campgrounds, we were basically coming up out of the temple area. What's going on, Moondog? Happy New Year. Good to see you. And we're making their way up, and I believe where we were at on the square was where the camp took place, and where the attack was. But that was the last for the encampment, the overnight encampment. And so we will find ourselves. We'll pick up after a long. I guess we'll finish on. We'll give you the long rest. You know what? It's a new year, so everybody can get back to nice full health. And yeah, you were going to. I think you were going to make your way on up over to
Beliard, if I'm not mistaken.
Beliard. Okay.
No, that wasn't it. That's not the biggest city.
Not the
Oh,
biggest one.
Yarter. We were gonna go to Yarter.
Yartar. Okay, so we've got ourselves a lovely long trip. All right. Well, got here. Let me bring up the DM map. All right. The group will move on out then. Making their taste. So we're going to then head northwest then, is what you're wanting to do. Correct? On
think
up the
that was
trail.
the
I mean,
general
walking.
consensus.
There's no, so unless you, we're going to try to find some type of river craft that you wanted to make yourself up, but if not, we'll just continue onward. Doing several nights of encampment, we'll cut to the chase on a few things here, but you'll get to Westbridge, and Westbridge it's just a simple village strung out on the long road between Red Larch and Tribor. Oh, hey, we know what we're forgetting here. I'm so used to it. We need a little muse. We need background. You know, little.
While we're in Westbridge, do we happen to know if there's any horses for sale?
Oh, sure. There. That's
'Cause
just.
I think that might be a good idea.
Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all have been through there before. But yeah, you think you could probably, this whole area, if you remember, was really geared toward, the farming, the mining, but several of the main towns and all that were livestock trading, not only for horses, but for I think Belyar definitely was, if not, Yartar and or Tribor. You've got plenty of areas where you can find yourself some horses. And you'll find them at regular cost to I forgot our lovely equipment mounts. Your horses are going to be 75 gold, and any of your draft or camels, stuff like that. Your camels or donkeys are 8 gold, or you get you a war horse. So good standard pricing for everybody.
But we have a donkey already.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this one's not pulling a cart.
Put a bit in his mouth. So
I bet if we put a big piece of meat on a stick and hung it out in front of you, you'd pull that cart.
You'd be right there next to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you guys get to Westbridge, you can get, yes, you find, you go back through there's an inn, Harvest Inn in Westbridge that you've been through before, that's run by a Heravan Dardrigan. It's a halfling, commoner, curly-haired little dude that, seems a little on the sly bit, but he makes you a fair deal for rooms, and he can, negotiate, and get some horses for you if you're wanting to saddle up and, speed up your trip to get up to Yartar.
I think that might be a good idea. What about you guys?
Yeah. Tired of
Might
walking.
help speed things up a little bit.
Yep.
Mar just wants to know if he can eat the horse when we're done.
Well, knowing you're around and all that, it probably won't last long. So, do we need...
You can have just one bite of it.
Well, here's all the money. So there's extra. I'm going to send that out to everybody, what was kind of the coinage that was collected.
Can we refill our healing stuff once we get to Westbridge or whatever?
Not this town's just a simple village. There's not much like that here, but once you think you get up to Yartar, that you might be able a little bit more luck. But as y'all are, so you, if you want to purchase your horses, just you got the cost from the handbook shows that you can deduct Just a simple, good riding horse is 75 gold. If you want any other extra caravan animals, if y'all need a couple of, when you want to stock up the rest of the things that y'all have that are carrying around, up to y'all. But you can, if you want to deduct that from your goldage, I'd appreciate it. And that will then
Each of us, or just one of us?
whoever each of you, whoever wants a horse. So I would assume each one, if you each are going to buy a horse, then there's
75.
yeah, yep,
Yep, deducted 75 for mine.
and you can have you a horsey.
Now, do we pull it from the player's handbook?
Oh, you just have it. You could call. Yeah, actually, you could use it as equipment, and you drop it in. Well, can you do it that way?
Yeah, you throw it in your inventory.
It doesn't cost you a weight though, does it? I would think maybe does it add, because they show a carrying capacity, but I don't know if that would add. Does that add on to your capacity with the horse, or is it just
Probably how much
total
they
capacity.
could carry, like saddlebags and whatnot. Maybe.
Yeah, it's what it shows. It's just thinking if you dragged a horse into your inventory, would it then add?
They don't have a weight on them.
Yeah, they don't. Okay. So, because the question is, how you going to, knowing that's got a carrying capacity, I guess you'd have to make a NPC or something like that. You could put the stuff in for inventory to take the inventory out of you. So you know what I'm saying?
Under their location, you could put stuff on the horse.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll weigh it though.
I don't think it does. It weigh it? The horse definitely not weighing. Anyway, I just wondered. I hadn't played around with that before. Wondered what the dynamics and the calculations would be.
Oh hell, I should have bought an elephant.
I might need an elephant. I don't think a horse can carry me and my stuff.
If we ever get the Cholt, we can get you a dinosaur.
All right. So we will get your horses, and that will speed up your time. And I'm just gonna get y'all on up to the town of Tribor, which it's just another horse market town with dozens of nearby ranches that do a lot of draft horses, riding mounts. It's just another big, definitely a town geared toward the horse trade. And if y'all remember in the very, very, very beginning, that they and Yartar kind of compete with each other. But I'm not gonna roll y'all any type of. I'm looking at where's the late travel or any of the wandering. Yeah, we'll roll a couple of. We'll just get some easy. Let's see. Did we get any wandering monsters? No. All right. So get you up there now. Y'all can head. I've got you at Tribor, and I believe then we're going to continue to head on out toward.
Check Discord real quick there, Duff.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
If they do, I want to buy one or two.
Yartar you can.
Okay.
All right. Alrighty. So we move on now. We'll get a camping here. Let's do our 3. All right, that gets you there, and another gets you close in before sure anybody get okay. It's our lovely time of the night. Where's our map? We know our map. We love our map. And I know that Anilius will be casting his lovely little lemon hut.
Lemon hut.
Lemon fresh.
That's right. Let's get None of these things. Holy. Trying to give you something. Any type of are any of these monsters? Well, let's just roll. See what we get.
And over the ridge came 30 frost trolls.
That's okay. We can take care of them.
That would be an interesting encounter.
All right, so who's got third? Okay, so first watch. Who had first watch normally? Well, we've got to go back and remember all this.
True, Kaz.
Or does it even really matter, I guess? So it really is going to be third watch. You're going to have some friends come in on third watch. Let's do it that way. Whoever wants to take third watch, you're going to get...
I think third watch was me and Elias.
Sounds about right.
all right. Are they really this big? Oh, wow. Okay, well, you're alerted to tremors as you're kind of keeping, an eye out on the countryside, and you kind of feel it before you see coming over the northern horizon, but you can kind of hear a boom, boom, and there's several of them that kind of ricochet off each other, and I didn't know that they were this big, but they coming up and over and through the tree line. You see down from the north western area in the hills trying on there are three large giant looking gentlemen.
I'll wake up good old Mar and Krukesh. And Kaz, of course.
Maybe
Alright.
the dwarf needs his beauty sleep.
You see this. Ho 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 ho. And they each one of them have kind of tucked up underneath reins. Oh, they have these. They're dragging on the ground and kind of swinging around and bashing them on trees and on the ground, and every now and then try to hit one of the others. These big giant wooden clubs. What shall you do?
Well, like I said, I was waking up the group.
They're kind of stomping around looking for...
Looking at Elias saying, do we want to go out there or not? And I'm shaking my head.
What are those big oaf swamp? What are they doing? Do they even notice us, or are they just kind of like wandering around?
Well, one of them, I mean, if they come into here, they would just see this globe, right? It's opaque, so it's not like... I guess they would... Because they would hit it, big lumbering idiots that they are, would hit it and then kind of bounce back off of it. And so, because they can't go in it. And they go, what is this? I found this on Brenda. What is this? What be this? And I don't know. And they kind of swing at it with their giant clubs and kind of ricochets off. And they get a little mad at it. And then almost as like they're playing the drums. Bum, 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 as they're hitting it.
Well, we're not sleeping anytime soon if they keep pounding on the drums.
Yeah, well, they pound it on your heads, and they just kind of ricochet. It's kind of inside the dome. And does that mute any sound? Is it just ability to, what is that? Because like what would it be like if they actually were hitting the top of that? Springs in existence. What would it sound like inside? Comfortable and dry, regardless. Come dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from outside, of any color you choose, but is transparent. Yeah, so he would just basically kind of hit up on it, and they just kind of be pounding on it some. Kind of curious about what it is. Not seen anything like this before. What is this? It's a big black rock.
What color is it right now, Anilius? Is it
Who knows?
yellow?
Yeah, it's fuchsia.
I have it green like the grass.
It's a big green rock. And they don't know there's anybody in it, so they can't say, come out, wherever you are. Do you want to play with them, or would you want to see if they just lose interest and go away?
Well, I'm going to probably poke him when he walks by.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah, like right there, I'm going to poke him.
You can poke them if that's what you want to do.
Let's see. And that would be a surprise round, correct?
Yeah, I guess it would be. I mean, it's not a surprise. Your attack would be a surprise because they don't know it's coming. Yes.
So I actually get my critical.
Hey, you can have your critical.
Yay!
Oh, and I get advantage on it too, don't I? Because it's a surprise. Or no?
I believe so.
I believe you're. I don't remember. You have to read up your ability. I forget what it is off the top of my head. What is yours? Assassinate?
I should say, I think they get first round advantage.
Yeah. He hasn't taken any. Yeah, it's attack roll. You advantage on the attack roll since he hasn't done anything yet in combat.
Alrighty.
Hit you get against it is that is surprise is a critical as long as you hit. That'll do it. Ouchie!
Big ouchie.
Something bit me.
Whoa.
Yeah, he kind of gets pissed because he can't see anything, so he swings at that, and he's swinging at the ground. He's swinging over his head. He's like, "Oh, that hurt! Something bit me!" And he steps back and he's swinging around, and they're kind of they're kind of laughing.
I'm gonna look at Elias and go, thumbs up. And then tell Mar and Krukesh it's their turn.
Mar will come over here and shoot the hill giant one.
Well, you guys are just gonna pepper them from inside the deal.
Well, until they realize we're here, sure.
Well, they know they don't know what's inside. They can't see inside it, but they're hill giants. They're very bright. Yeah, their intelligence is 5. Critical hit.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, you shoot him with that, and he swings his kind of right at the time his club comes swinging up, and your arrow sticks in his club, and he kind of turns around and he looks at it, whoa, and he picks it up, and look at it, and he takes the arrow, and he sniffs it. There's a man. This is man arrow. Where's a man? He's inside here. What is going on? And he swings his clubs again, kind of just bashes on top of the dome.
I don't know. Would they be able to tell it was a man arrow? Because Mark doesn't bathe very often.
Hey, he took his bi-yearly bath.
He smells. It smells. Smell a man. Where are they? They look around. Oh, I don't see nobody. They're inside that. No, they can't be. That's just a big green rock. Where are they? Someone playing a trick on us. And they kind of wander around into the trees. They're not very bright, guys. Where'd they go? Come out, wherever you are. We know you're
Do you
here
think
somewhere.
they'll eventually play tic-tac-toe if we just keep watching?
What is tic-tac-toe? I got a big toe.
I mean, X's and O's.
Oh. I don't think they're going to lose interest anytime soon because now they got popped. Bug bit me.
Firebug.
Y'all can roll initiative.
A
if you
really
would like
big
to.
bug.
Mm-hmm. Just to see what happens. You gotta be kidding me.
Wait, what does mine say? Droop.
You rolled for Droop?
You have him clicked.
I don't even have him loaded in.
Yeah, you hadn't got him up at all, do you? Yeah.
He's in my character selection.
He's in the combat
Yeah,
tracker.
he's just-
He hasn't got him taken control of. Open them up for you so you've got that. We'll make sure. But you can roll your. Did you roll it off your character sheet or roll him?
I rolled it off my character sheet.
Try it again. Yes. No, that's Trigiani. Sorry. All right.
It's showing. I mean, I'm rolling it off the hotbar, but that's.
Maybe the hot bar's buggered up.
Yeah, because it shows all my stuff, but it's also. Yeah.
You know what it is there, crew? I think it's because your characters were released and we used him, and it probably buggered up your hot bars.
Yeah, but I claimed them back, but it shouldn't matter either way.
The temp hit points, is that on now, or did you do that, Kaz? Or those?
Yeah.
Okay, you did. Okay.
I casted it.
Okay, making sure. I saw them all come up. I'm going, what? Go ahead. All right. Did you get it rolled yet, crew? No, you hadn't. Okay.
Is it? It's still not rolling. I guess let me roll it from my actual character sheet. There it goes.
Bingo. Nicely done. All right. Well, then we will start this party. All right, Toomlock.
Oh, let's see. What does Toomlock want to do? He'll dash out. Well, stroll out, I guess is what you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get advantage because
Yep, there's been no combat yet on their part. Yep. But there's gonna be, little blueberry man. Oh, gee.
and he will disengage back in.
That's not fair. Krukash.
I will step out to this giant over here.
Hobble out.
Yes.
Oh, look at the donkey ears. Oh, those are pretty. Can you hear with them?
Yes, quite well, actually. I'm going to stab him in the shin. Or try to.
Oh, they got in your way. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Well, you know what it is. When it happens, it happens.
3 damage. That puts me at 17. And take my bonus attack at him.
Nothing like starting off with that. You know, it's a way of welcoming the new year. All right.
Good old killer rabbit.
Mar.
Mar will try this again.
Okay.
Aha! Pokey poke. And he'll stay there for now.
Kaz will run to this corner and throw at the wounded hill giant that Tomb's been stabbing at.
Okay. Hit.
And let me see. I'll use a bonus attack.
At this time, Traiani will not do anything.
What about Droop?
He will stay in the tent.
All right. And the list?
I will just use a wand of magic missile.
All right, we'll try. Oh, okay. He takes his big. Let's see how you like this, Donkey Man. And he swings again. Oh! Target cannot heal naturally until after next long rest. So how would you heal naturally unless you after
Hit die?
I was gonna say I think that's
Is
it.
that what it is? Excuse me. All right.
Because I think we discussed that before.
Boom. Oh, you like that? Oh, you gonna like this there, bro. Watch this. Keep them lined up. It's a game I called her called bowling. He takes his big Earth Giant number 10 takes his big rock, he grabs on the ground and he rolls it right at Krukash. Oh, and it bounces and it just kind of does it hit does it hit his friend? Oh, it misses his friend too. You know, let me find another one. He's looking around. Walks over and he picks up another. He starts digging one out of the ground. This guy. He comes running over here and he bangs. He's upset. Come back. Where'd you go, Blueberry Man? Come back out and play. Blueberry Man, your turn.
All right, so I will step out. I will attack Mr. Hill Giant 15. Too bad I don't get my sneak.
You didn't.
And then I'll go back into the little
yes.
green mound.
The lemon hut.
And that should be that.
All right.
Ooh.
I will continue trying to stab him with my trident. And then that'll be all.
Let's see. Oop, yeah. Mar will head behind the giant. And try to pick him in the back of the knee. With the advantage. Oh, think. And that's gonna be it.
Kaz.
Alright, I'll run over to this corner of the circle. And I throw my hammer at number 1. Oh. And I will cast, using a bonus action, Shield of Faith on Crew.
Yanni.
She's gonna go and do the help action on Hill Giant 1. Basically fluttering in his face. So
Okay.
whoever attacks him next gets
Gets
advantage.
I'm not gonna need it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know. All right. Pass the turn. Droop.
He's gonna stay hiding out in the tent.
Nihilus.
I am going to tell this one a joke.
Okay.
He's now laughing on the ground.
He is the prone. Okay. Alright. We go, that's not funny. So he swings. I'm going to smash the donkey man. Real good, like. Alright, he can't do anything, so does he get a save at the end of his turn?
I think so. I'm gonna
Cool.
double check. I can roll that. for him.
Save
On end of round. Yeah, so it's end of round. So yeah, throw this. Would you roll a save for him, please? Oh, he gets to stand back up. It's not so funny anymore. But it doesn't get to do anything. Tumlock.
I will head out here because you've got the Mr. Hill Giant off in a weird angle.
Here. There we go. Yep.
All right, and I will stab him. Oh, it was with advantage, but whatever.
Well, you can roll the hit again to see, make sure it wasn't crit. It's still a hit. Yeah, you're good.
All right, so sneak attack and Tinder Strike. And let's see, it was. I guess I'll stay out.
Brukash.
I will attempt to finish off the giant.
Yeah, like I said, there's not much left. Wandering wise, it's going to be any type of.
I'm a hobble over to this one that's laughing and stab him a couple times.
So we need a new wandering monster table.
Yeah, yeah. Come up with a little bit more engaging for the group.
Oh, we
Mar.
engaged just fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Morrow head this way, and he can't quite reach the giant, so he'll use his bow.
Oops. Here, I'm gonna fix that for you. All right.
And screw it, we'll just hit it regular.
Wouldn't that be sneak attack for you?
Oh, that would have been. Oh well, I can't roll it now.
Yanni.
She's going to perform the help action on this one.
Their Triani maneuver. Okay. Droop, anything? He just cleaning himself, kind of laying by the fire. Crew. Did we lose him? Huh? What? No.
He's still in channel. Maybe he's AFK.
Nope. No, that wasn't.
Nah, that was my placeholder I was doing. Dropped it out. Didn't need it there. Well, we'll just hold on for Droop for a moment. Anilius?
Okay, Anelius will firebolt.
Boom. Intoxicated for
1d4 rounds, it says.
roll that d4 for me, please.
2 rounds.
All right. If he survives it. I don't think he will, but that's just me. Yep, so he will swing at the donkey man. Sure, this will be a disadvantage. Yup.
All right. Tumlock will make his way right there. And did you get advantage on your attack there, Anelius, for the firebolt, or no?
I actually did not do it at advantage, which I should have.
Yeah, it's a critical hit anyway, so I'll just attack.
Yeah, you should get advantage since he's next to an ally.
Yeah, he
I
gets
get
it. Yeah.
sneak.
Yeah,
I get sneak regardless,
right.
you know, as long as he's next to an ally. And that should be it for that nice little burst of flamey goodness.
Alrighty. Let's continue the stabbing up with the trident.
Okay.
Alright.
Mar. Oh, sorry.
Mars gonna circle around behind him
Yeah.
for what good it will do him, and he's gonna pick him in the back of the knee. Oh, I forgot the advantage. Oh well.
Still a hit. You're forgetting your sneak attack.
I don't get sneak with the war pick.
Oh, you don't? Gotcha. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not a finesse weapon, so.
Yeah. As he is stumbling to try to stay up, and that did it. Kaz sneezed and he fell over.
So should we all roll dex saves to make sure he doesn't land on us?
Yeah. No,
'Cause that's a big
just crew.
boy.
He was gonna keep picking on crew. Now he falls down, and my hill giants, my very dumb hill giants, they die. Very sadness. All right. Well, that was fun, exciting. So that was third watch though. So the sun is rising. So you can either lay out for the 8 hours and chill out, or you can make your way on into town.
Town.
It shot me to town. Steve. Yes, Anil?
Town sounds
I
good.
said town.
Oh, you said town. Oh. All right. So, yep. The group makes its way into town. And you come along. And you find yourself actually I'm just gonna show, come on, the whole map. I'm not gonna, it's not like you can't find it, but
Oh, this is a little bit interesting.
I was gonna say it's a little large.
Yep. And I have put everybody down in the southwest, coming into town. And this is a fortified city that commands the most northerly wagon bridge over the Desern River. It's kind of a citadel on the west bank, connects to a bridge wide enough to accommodate several wagons that go across. And like I said, they also they kind of have it. Tribor and Yartar kind of have it out for dealings and all that, just because of they've both enjoyed success in the area for some time. And this definitely is, I think, is a little bit more on the prosperous side than Tribor, and is very crowded. And so one thing you've noticed as you kind of walk in through the beginning outskirts of town, that many are torn down. You can see some are torn down, and there's taller ones that have been built up, some of them 4-story high in several instances, on top of the older foundations of older buildings. You kind of are stumbling in your way into town, and that's the only thing that you know about it, is that it's you haven't really actually, guys, roll me some history checks. Let's see. You'd like? See if any of y'all have a recollection. Nilius, okay. Nilius does. Tomb's got some ideas. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Kaz. Oh, whoa. Oh, hey, great crew now. Watch out now. You're not that smart. What the heck?
-1 there.
He is from the region, though.
Yeah, that's right. This place is renowned as a place to make deals. And Toomlock's hairs on the back of his blue head stand up a little bit, and you already notice some of the markings and some of the doings of Thieves' Camp to some degree, because you're a rogue, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So you know also that there is a the group in this area is called the Hand of Yartar, and they're out of Tribor too, but they have a very big presence here. You know that. Danilius and Krukash know that a water baron rules for life in this town, and his name is Nestra Ruthiol. Ruthiol, yeah, however you want to say that. Actually, it was just she. Sorry. She is a human noble, and that the Lord's Alliance is the kind of the controlling factor in this area of some of the factions that we really haven't dealt with in this module. I hadn't done enough about them, but they definitely uphold the law, and they have patrols that kind of swing out from this area a lot and kind of keep things safe for the comings and goings of the town folk and the wagons and the caravans and things like that. But you also know that there are a few Harpers and Zentarum that are around too. But they keep themselves clean pretty much, except for what Toonlock's picking up, or at least seeing that there is some control factors, something here with the Hand of the Artar, which is the local thieves group and all that. Y'all know that they're in the area. But that's all you know about it. You'd need to go visit Nestra if want to information gathering, or y'all gonna have to do some. But you see a little unease. It's life is good here. Things are happening here, but it's still with always in this area in the Destron Valley and all that. There's still the overhaze of the cults and the bad weather, and there's still that pall that's kind of hanging over all this towns. So, what would you like to do?
I believe we're here to get crew a mahogany leg.
Shaped in a bear claw, barefoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when you begin to walk in, you're noticing that these tents and huts and all these multicolored buildings, it's what's known as the market, and it's abuzz with trade. There are livestock being get out. There are merchants that have they're jewelry makers. You've got some weapons makers. You've got possibly some healing in here. You're going to have to, motion around, look for it. The question is kind of, as you're sitting here, who's going to go where? Where do you want to look for stuff? Are we going to try to find a play? Give me an idea. It's been a while since we've been in town, so.
I will be looking for one, the weapon shop, so I can resupply my crossbow bolts.
You can find
and
that.
everybody know where that's at.
Okay.
And I also want to find a pet bazaar, because I want to find a ferret that's trained, and a couple of cats maybe. The cats don't have to be trained though.
The ferret's going to be trained, okay? All right.
The ferret's got to be trained.
Yep. So you're given. So you come into town. You see this. You also know that this building here. This is the Baron's Hall, where the Baron could be located at. That is what you've discerned so far. Once you've come into town, you're gonna have to give me a second here. You want a trained ferret? How the hell am I supposed to know what that's going to cost?
You don't want two of them.
If I was going to go that direction, I have to go with two trained ferrets, an eagle, and a wolf.
Panther. Don't forget the panther.
Yeah, I forgot the panther. No, yep, can't forget the panther. But no, I was looking for at least a trained ferret and 1 to 2 well-behaved cats.
Okay, what are you pulling on me? I must be missing something here. So
We have 2 well-behaved cats. One's bald and the other one has bird wings.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you really want more things for Mar to try and eat?
If they're real cats, he might actually have a good chance at it.
Yeah,
There you go, Duff.
Yeah, I got you now. I'm making sure I was looking through your abilities and all. I'm going, what the hell is he doing here? I'm slow to the party apparently tonight. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to find and you actually, you see a few cats running around too, and picking up a ferret. That's gonna, there's some handlers around. The ferrets they use in town and all that you're finding out are used to hunt down rats. They, because of their abilities to get into very tight, small spaces and areas and all that, they have trained them to hunt out and destroy many of the rodents. So they're, and with the cats running around too, they are light on the rodents around town. They're enjoying a little prosperous time with not many rats. But you could probably find yourself for, 10, 15 gold, a nice ferret, if you'd like to keep a ferret with yourself. And the cats, they said, just grab them. When you find one, they got cats around, nobody really owns them, You're sure you could find a couple to entice Mar with. And as y'all kind of make your way into the market area. Now, one of the tents you'll find, there are some healers in this red tent right here. That's the healing types. And
So I'd be looking to refill my healing kit.
okay, yep. Yeah,
Yes.
cost for that. That's their standard cost. Anything else we're looking for? They look at Crew and they see Crew hobble in and they go, holy moly, what the
Looking
hell
for
happened
healing
to
possibly
you?
for him?
Bad encounters of strange magics.
I'd also be looking to see if anyone's selling any kind of wizarding stuff.
Here.
Yeah, I definitely would be restocking my potions of healing too.
Yep. You may. 2 apiece. Well, you might want to buy more, but normal is carried as 2 apiece.
Yeah.
Okay, at the regular price. So this brother Thomas is in this tent here. He's kind of looking at you, Crew, and he's giving you a survey and all that. And he's kind of giggles and all that, but you're in some bad shape. You're gonna need to, you need to lie down. He wants you to kind of pats out a nice little couch area and all that, and you take a load off that foot, your one good leg.
I'll hobble down and sit down on the pallet and tell them, ask them if they can do something about the ears, but to leave the leg. I'm getting a mahogany bear leg.
A mahogany bear leg?
Yes. That's his totem spirit, is the bear. He wants to have a bear's, bottom half of a bear's leg made out of mahogany to attach to his stump.
The stump. Okay. So we'll find some woodworkers in here. The donkey ears, I can't remember what, I have to go back.
They just have to be cut off.
Wild magic critical fumble, I think.
Yeah. So it's just he doesn't mean to offend and all that, but for the ears and to get the leg kind of prepared and abilities for it to accept the wood attachment, that you're talking to him about and all that. You're still going to need a greater restoration spell to get that all put together, but that's going to cost if you are so inclined.
And what would this cost be?
450 gold.
EP is less than gold, right? It's 2 EP per gold,
Right.
Correct.
and it's 10 gold per plat.
Are you really having to worry about the money?
No, I'm not.
Well,
He
I'll
would-
So
help
we
throw
can
in.
pool together if we need to.
Yeah, I'll throw down 200 for you to get your.
I,
To get it.
I have 91 plat and 1,000 gold.
Oh, I thought y'all had the
I'll-
money, but brother Thomas doesn't know that. But
I will hand him the 4 platinum pieces and 50 gold.
okay, so that you drink that up. But he says
40
you're going to
platinum.
drink this and sit back. You need to, you're going to need to
Or
relax.
40
And let,
platinum, yeah.
let this do its job, and take some time to heal, and he says the rest. He kind of motions to the rest of the party. If you've got other business in town, trust me, your friend's good here. But you can see kind of Crew's eyes kind of begin to haze over as the healing's effects begins to work on him, and he's going to need a couple hours here, and we'll take good care of him. Then you believe that you do trust him. You can see that he's a reputable man. Then y'all can go off and do your other shopping and do your other scouting around.
Can I take just a tiny chunk off the one donkey ear with my knife? I want to keep a souvenir. Or at least, or maybe Crew wants to keep the souvenir. I don't know. I just I've been wanting to help him get rid of them donkey ears since he got them.
You'll have to discuss that with Crew because I'm assuming it's going to hurt when you cut it.
I'm going to let them do it, man. Well, I'm probably out of it to this point already, so.
He's starting his eye. Yeah, exactly. You see his eyes kind of roll back in the head, and the ears are starting to shrink. So if you're going to cut off a piece of a donkey ear, you better cut quickly. Yes, if he doesn't have a problem with you cutting his ear while he's asleep, go right ahead. If you want a piece of donkey ear,
I'll even roll a sleight of hand.
go ahead.
I'm asleep, so.
Yeah, let's see if he feels it.
I mean, sleight of hand so that the healer doesn't see. You want that tower straight up?
No, you're fine. You roll it straight up. Yeah, all right. You cut off part of a donkey ear.
And I'll give it to Crew when he wakes up.
As a souvenir of bygone days. Okay. We had a question about magical. In the list, there's a gold hut on the eastern side of town over there that you wanted to know about.
Okay.
And you, I guess, would make your way over there. And what did you want in there?
Well, I'm looking to see if there's any scrolls or spell books or anything like that. Or even a bag of holding. That would be nice.
Oh, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be?
I'm restocking my rations and my.
Everybody, I would, yeah. If you anybody that are your bolts, stuff like that, just use the costs are there. You'll find plenty of that.
Oh, we should stock up on rations too.
Mm-hmm. All right, where is my? Oh, what the heck?
And Mar will be watching the horses.
I say, don't eat mine.
They have some. He's got some. He has some low end items. Nothing of the greater stuff at least. He gives you. When you're asking and going to motion around, they have some. They have some scrolls of magic missile, and they've got some some other spell, different second level spells, scrolls, kind of, doing that, a few potions, and some hill giant strength and some healing, which all you guys, everybody can pick them up from here. And it's got a few simple cloaks, things like that. And you kind of notice that he keeps looking at you out of the corner. He's kind of pointing stuff out. He's kind of assessing you a little bit. It just caught your attention. He's not sure. He's got something on his mind. Not sure about you.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oops. Nope.
You're not sure why. Let me put it that way. But you do catch it though. That
Maybe he has the hots for you.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
there's something. It's not off, but it's just there's a bit of unease or concern in his eyes looking at you. Is there anything else that is there particular something you're looking for? We don't have much
I was
in the way
looking
of
for
more big, powerful stuff.
Well, first I'll ask him about the cloaks you mentioned.
No, you're going to just close the damn table. Bring it back up. He has got a couple of cloaks that they you see one that looks kind of like this. Where did I what? But I had a picture of it. Oh, I did. Oh, that's not right. It's standard, length human cloak. It of a earth kind of a tone, earth, coloring to it. But there's these patches that are on it, and they you see one that looks like they're sewn on pretty thick threading all around the patch. One looks like it's coins. This is the patch of, it's a picture of some coins. There's another one that you see looks like a boat, like a little rowboat. There is another one that looks like it's a picture of a horse is on it. A couple other ones have some looks like some potion bottles. And it's got about half a dozen or so that you can kind of, looking at it, and it's behind his counter. You kind of see it hanging on a hook behind his countertop area and all that. Roll me a Arcana check to see if you know what it is. You believe you know that it's called a robe of useful items. And it had basically it imbues the wearer with patches that are on the robe, and you can rip the patch off, and whatever the picture is will come to life when you throw it on the ground.
So I ask him if he's got anything in the way of some good divination spells in a spell book or scrolls, and offhandedly, how much is this?
Is the robe? That's a good question. How much is my robe of useful items?
How much is that robe in the window?
Let's see. looks over at you and all that, and this is, we've had this just came in the other day from a group traveling through the area, and he looks over to you, and you're good taste if you understand what this is, and he says it's 1,500.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you're interested in it, scrolls of divination in there. Let's just see if he's got any. Where are my tables? He might be able to find one up. It's going to take him some time. He needs to kind of go through some of his older scrolls, but he believes he might have one in here. If you would give him some time to pull around and all, is it just divination straight up that you're looking for, or
Just anything from the divination school.
let's see, that would be which, oh boy, so those are going to be, which spells are those? I haven't got, sorry, I'm having to look it up real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Divination. He's sure he can find a couple. He's asked again, was there any particular which one that you're wanting to know of? Detect magic? Do you need a locate spell? Do you want are you looking for something more that's attack based? Clairvoyance, comprehend languages? I need a little help here, Sonny.
Oh, I was actually saying stuff, and apparently I forgot to hit my button. Just to make it easy, basically anything 4th level or below.
Oh, you're just gonna be that way with me, aren't you? Okay.
Well, I was looking at like Arcane Eye, Tongues, Clairvoyance, Mind Spike, Locate Object, Detect Thoughts, Comprehend. Actually, I think I have Comprehend Languages.
All right. How many are you looking for? I might have a couple back here. I said give him a little time, and he will come back here. How long are you staying in town for?
We're not sure just yet.
Will you be here if you give me to give me to the morn, then I will go through my stock here. But I'm sure I have a couple that I can find up and have them ready for you to come and decide if you like them or not. I'm just not sure. I got to kind of pull them out, and he's
okay.
And you're seeing he's hesitant still, just because he's gauging you, while he's not being going immediately and rushing off. He's just he's pulling a little bit, his punches, so to speak.
Darn thieving elves.
Think I can persuade my group to stay here that long.
Okay. All right. So then you're doing that. And Mar, were you looking for anything or do anything?
He bought some arrows and was watching the horses.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you got the horses and
Watching.
Kaz.
Yeah.
I bought some arrows. I restocked my healing kits, and that's just waiting on see when crew's done and whatever else we want to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because they don't sell magic longbows around here, do they?
Not for certain. You haven't heard of any high-end magical weapons dealers. You've got your standard such, but nothing in that realm.
The other thing is
at
we've got
least.
stuff we should probably be looking to sell that's in our inventory,
Sure you do.
the party sheet inventory.
Definitely find buyers for most of that.
So we should probably go through it to see if there's anything anyone actually wants to keep.
Why don't y'all do that while I'm working? And so while you're doing that, and also, Toomlock, roll me a what do I want with Toomlock while he's running around in and out looking for stuff? Well,
There's actually plate armor listed in our inventory sheet that seems kind of expensive.
there was the. Where did y'all get that plate armor from? There was. Oh, wasn't.
I think that was Mars old plate, wasn't it?
No, mine was breastplate. I think Kaz is wearing now.
I thought there was the plate armor that you needed to return back to the.
That is in my inventory.
Oh, you've got that one. Okay, all right. Then you got
And
some
it's a
plate armor
breastplate
from
with the
somewhere.
tier symbol. We've got
There
that
you
written
go.
down.
Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
Yep. You're
Straight
kinda-
up.
Yeah.
Or-
I just want to. Well, it's high enough. There's gonna. All right, so you're asking around and doing your, sneaky, and checking in and finding a little bit out. You find out some more information about the Hand of Yartar, that they have found an elemental weapon and are trying to auction it off. And it's got a few. It's from what you can determine at it is that you're going to need to. There's a group that handles or hangs out of what's called the Wink and the Kiss, which is there's two inns in town. One's called the Wink and the Kiss, and the other one is called, where did it go? Let me find it. The Pearl Handled Pipe. They're two inns. The good one, the decent one that most respectable people would stay at when they're in town is the Pearl Handled Pipe. The other one is the White Wing Griffin, and then it is next. That is kind of in poor, choice, but for the lesser folk. But attached off of it is a rather large tavern that is of low repute, and it is located. You are actually walking right behind it. Go figure that you would find the large tavern. Leave it a tomb, but that would be this inn, and it is very raucous. It is, you see several individuals that man some doors in the front and the back, kind of give you the eye, kind of put their hands on their hilts of their weapons. And you know that you can tell that this, the Wink and the Kiss would be where the Hand would operate out of. To yourself, you just from your abilities tell you that.
I will give them the hand signal that I'm a buyer in search of the auction and that I am a friend. and I would like to enter.
Oh, you can walk in. They, you flash a couple, and one kind of receives the signal, the other one doesn't. Either by just being stupid, not catching it, or not knowing it. But another one kind of, motions that he reaches for the door handle, and it surprises the second guard that's sitting there. But he opens it up and he motions you to follow him into the door, and you kind of head on in to the building with the guard. Anybody else while Toomlock's doing that? Crew, you will. This couple hours have gone by with him when Toomlock's been doing that. Crew will kind of casual notice that Crew begins to stir and come out of his slumber, looking more rested out, and looks like he's more back into shape except for the leg issue, but his ears are gone, and in Crew Cash you can hear better now. You don't itch as much either than normal. Put it that way.
All right. Well, thank you, kind people.
Brother Thomas, thanks you. Mm-hmm.
Would y'all happen to know if there's a woodworker shop around here?
Oh, sure. He got you another one that's on the just northwest from where he's at. You can find a woodworking shop there. Yep. Fine items for some of if you give him an idea of what you're looking for, he points you in that general direction. So Crew Cash stomps off that way. Mar, are you just kind of sitting there hanging out in the back, or are you going to follow him around with the horses? What do you want to do?
Sure. I can drag the horses around. I decided not to eat them. I passed my intelligence check.
That's good. All right. And Kaz, you going with him?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
All right. There he's there. All right. Nilius, what are you doing while you've got you left him while you're the mage purveyor was looking for some scrolls and all that? Where are you headed to?
I was going to wander back towards the to the area that Krukesh was at.
All right. Yeah, and Brother Thomas points you in the general direction. You just missed him. They sauntered out of here. And you can head off toward. All right. While that's going on, Toomlock has found his way into the Wink and the Kiss. I guess we should have some raunchy, where is one of these? All right. All right. Yep. You definitely, when you walk in there, Toomlock, you have found yourself in a home away from home. This is a den of thieves, of cutthroats, cut purses, lower station folk, that type. He walks you. He got first. You head up toward the bar and all that, and the guard leans over, speaks to one of the bar tats behind, and they kind of mumble a little bit, look over you for a sec, and then says you'll need to go talk to Noreen, who is in charge in the area, and they motion off to the back, and he heads off, and there's a little curtained off area, and he pulls it back, and they're seated at a table behind this large wooden table and some empty chairs across from it. It's a little bit bigger room. There is a woman sitting there, dark-haired human female with some icy blue eyes, which really gets you going because, you being blue and all that. And she's dressed in some traveler's garb. And there are two big human mercenaries in armor kind of leaning against the wall close by. And she kind of studies you up and down for a few moments and smiles. And says, you are here to inquire about our goods that we have. What's your name, good? Because what brings you to my establishment? You think you have the gold to purchase what we're selling?
Well, my lady, I was just in the area and seemed to have overheard that there was an auction going on, so I figured I would come in and check it out.
Do you have any idea of what we're auctioning off?
I heard of an elemental weapon, I guess is what it was that I heard of.
She goes,
And it sounded interesting since, I am an air genasi.
Yeah, so she goes, she begins to describe, she can best describe as a thick glass orb. It's kind of dull red in color, and it's warm to the touch. And it was packed in a small wooden cask that was filled with water and sealed with wax. She begins to describe, she believes that after it was looked over by a mage that they had hired, that it is called a devastation orb. And she goes, its bidding right now is at 1,500 gold pieces for this orb. And it was originally what had happened, and she gives a little backstory about it. You're inquiring is that some cultists brought the orb toward town. They were going to use it to destroy the town. But the soldiers of Tribor and some of the Alliance happened upon them, and a battle kind of ensued, and they were able to defeat the cultists. And they got the orb and took it from, she called some strange orange-robed cultists that were near the town. And, she goes, once it reached here, they didn't keep it for long. And she just kind of smiles and all that. But she says, if you think you're, man enough to possess this and have the, you could beat the 1,500 that the price is at right now, maybe we can make a deal.
I might be able to do that. I'll have to have a talk with my traveling companions because I don't carry much coinage on me. But they also may be interested in this, so they may help with the costs. How much longer is this auction going?
She says it's when the moon. It's still late afternoon. You've spent part of the day there, and she goes when the moon rises full in the sky. The auction will be over, so you have a few more hours if you think you can muster the gold up and can beat the 1,500 that's on the table right now for it.
All right. And I'm going to inquire about any other items that may be of use to my party members?
That's what they have right now. This is the big. This
Okay,
is a
so
big
that's-
deal.
that's just it.
Yep, for the moment. Because and you get the feeling that they, with the alliance and everything that's going around, the hand's pretty good here, but they don't tempt fate a lot, and she's very. You can see that this woman is shrewd. Noreen is shrewd. Make me a perception check.
Tower?
No, straight up. Yep, you get that, and you see what you believe are other hand, elements around here, and there may be even a few other individuals that you eye them back. They noticed that when you went in and when you came back out, and kind of some low whispering back and forth between other groups. There's 2 or 3 different pairs of individuals that you see in there, so you know that there are other. You get the idea that there's a few other interested parties here, and this item is of interest. Definitely is going to meet the bill of sales. It is what it's being marketed as. This is something they haven't seen in this area in a while.
All right. I will do a shallow bow, bid her farewell, that I will go discuss with my companions this, and I shall be back if they agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm willing to throw down 500 for the orb. I don't know what it's for or how it will be used, but
So a devastation orb. Nillis, roll me an Arcana check. Do we
Okay.
know what a devastation does?
Depends on whether DC is 14 or lower.
Oh, I'm just trying to see if you get it. Yeah, it's an elemental weapon that it's bowling ball size kind of. It will detonate and create this elemental energy concussive, blast that, depending on if it's fire or, probably you're thinking that it may be that, based on the description of the individuals it was taken from, that Noreen gave Tomblock and all that. It would lay, basically a dry heat wave will, extreme heat will just blast out through the area, igniting everything around it, and burning for quite some time. So could have done a significant amount of damage had it been dropped into this town.
I just feel it shouldn't be in the hands of anybody that would do bad with it.
Who said we would do bad?
No, just the people who buy it, right?
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Well,
Hello?
yep.
Yep.
Wait, just seeing. Yep. Y'all can keep determining what y'all want to do. I'm letting y'all role play it out a little bit. Does it,
So I'm going to mention the robe to the rest of the other people.
mm-hmm.
how much was the robe again?
Did I
Didn't
tell
you say 1,500 on that?
Uh-huh. No, the orb is 1,500. We'll just we'll make it 500 gold.
500. Okay, 500 on
Yeah.
the robe. Okay.
Yeah, make it. We'll bring it down. Not if the orb's going to be 1,500, and I'm just looking for cost and all that, So I don't have that price list in front of me right now.
Well, I can put 100 towards the robe and 500 towards the devastation orb.
Mar just wants to know if you can eat these things. He's never heard of them.
There may be something on the robe that could be eaten.
Yep, and so you know there are varying degrees of the robe and all that. This one looks, it's because of its cost and all that. It probably only has, you saw only what was probably a handful, barely maybe even a handful of patches on them. But the more patches that you see on these items, that when it's created, the higher the cost. You know that they've gone anywhere from the hundreds, $400 to $500 range up to $7,000 or $8,000 gold, depending on the type of patches and the number of patches that are on the robe. This one is on the lower end, and you didn't get to quite see how many patches are on it, but you probably say there's probably less, or at least minimum or max a handful, 4 to 6 maybe. And that you, like I said, when you pull the patch off, you can throw it on the ground and it will become the actual item that is inscribed on the patch. And once the patches are all removed, then the the robe just becomes a regular robe.
Well, Mar will give them the shiny metal discs to buy the possible edible thing. He gives them 91 platinum pieces because he doesn't know what they're useful for. He needs the shiny yellow ones to buy arrows.
Yeah, I can throw 500 for the orb and 100 for the robe.
If Mark gave 91 plat, that's a lot of gold.
900.
910.
Yeah, 910 gold.
But they're not as useful to him as the shiny yellow ones, because the shiny yellow ones are worth arrows. Oh, and cheese rolls.
Yes, we have to find cheese rolls too while we're here.
You have to probably go to the nicer inn, the pearl handled pipe, or something of food that's edible for you, that you is used to the regular trail food that y'all been munching down for months as y'all have waylaid the elemental evil temple.
Let's go take a look at this better inn and figure out what we're gonna do.
I will head back to here and tell her that I'll go. What you see, she had 1,500 was what would be the cost.
That was the starting. That was where the bid was at the moment.
Okay, I will bid 1,550.
Are the rest of y'all coming with him, or y'all? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Niels, I think you said y'all were going to go check out the.
Well, I suggest we go check out the better inn and figure out what we want to do.
Did we get Krukash's leg?
No, I've not talked to the
Okay,
shopkeeper
so
yet.
yeah, we got to handle the shopkeeper. Sorry about that. So mahogany. Y'all get into discussion of that.
So I figure we give Toomlock 71 of those 91 platinum, and I'll take the other and the 100, and see about getting that robe. And I guess Toomlock would get the 500 gold that Kaz had mentioned and 71 platinum. And then he can figure out what he wants to do from there.
Yep. So you kind of begin to talk with the woodworker and all that, and he, first, after a little disbelief and incredulous remarks that you wanting a mahogany leg to replace the stump of the burnt torch that is there right now. Is there any particular, do detail work you want? You just want a leg? He's kind of getting into the negotiation phase with you about what exactly are you looking for. He needs a little help here because he'll be honest with you, he hasn't come across this in quite a while.
Well, I would like it to be in the shape of a bear's leg. Bear paw at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and leg up to the knee.
Now, here's a question. Did he actually lose the knee too? Or was it just below the knee?
With this torch, he's not going to reach up his whole leg, so I think we'd be at the knee. So, is that what were you envisioning your stump being there, Crew Cash?
I guess I was envisioning kind of just like right below knee level.
That's fine.
So you still had your knee.
A peg leg. I was thinking a peg
Yeah.
leg. Yep. Okay, so you want, is this going to be a hairy bear? Do we want, a big foot with claws? Do you want to be able to wear a boot over it? Or is it going, are we talking a grizzly? Are we talking a
Yes,
Care
grizzly.
Bear? We talking
Grizzly bear.
a Paddington? What kind of bear are we talking about here? Winnie the Pooh?
Great. No, a great grizzly claw. And as much detail as you can put into the hair.
Well, that's going to take me as you can tell from my busy shop here, I've got my normal, I'm very interested in this, to say the least, because, to have a wooden leg, but it's going to take me several days to get this, specced out, kind of get it carved out. You're going to get prepared, and you want mahogany. That's going to take some time to get that into play, How long have you got here? How long are you around? I can't have this overnight for you. I'm good, but I'm not that good. I'm a good fella. Are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm debating if I just. I don't care what everyone else does. I'm staying until I get the sled.
Well,
Yeah,
he's definitely got at least you've got a week at least. He's got to get this put together and all that. If you're able, if you want to, he's saying
I'm willing to stay a week.
So
I'll be practicing a leer while I'm doing it.
okay. Yeah, he got it, and for the mahogany and all that, the wood and all that, we're probably looking at about 35 gold. Put this all together, since it's, and he'll take half now. Let's say 30, 15 now up front, and the 15 upon delivery, unless you want to come in and, if you can make yourself available from time to time to kind of come in and give a look over, to give me, he said, to give him the guidance to make sure that the leg is exactly what you want it to be, because he just, you get the feeling that he doesn't want to have someone like you on his on the bad side. You might hurt him. He doesn't need that. His reputation, is at stake here. But if you think you can do that, we'll make it happen.
Those terms are acceptable.
All right, you can slap him down on the countertop, 15 gold. Uh-oh.
Yes, so that'll be. Yep, take 15 gold off.
All right, nicely done. 1 second. All right. All right. So while we're doing that, Toomlock makes his way back over. Okay, so the inn, you guys passed by it without knowing it, but the pearl pipe, whatever would I call it? Come on, where's Yartar?
The good end.
Yeah, the good inn, exactly. Is the back to the southwest. If that's where you want to go. But
Yeah, I'll go with him and make sure.
Yeah, Toomlock, you're going off to go bid on this item now?
That is correct. And I'll
Yeah.
take whoever wants to come with me. I'm just going to tell them to be very careful and watch their purses,
Yeah, I'll go with
just in
Toomlock.
case.
Always good to keep someone at your back.
Okay, so all right. What about Neelis? Where are you going? Are you going to follow them, or are you going to go to the inn?
I'm gonna go to the inn and see if I can procure some rooms for us.
Okay. Yep, you can find some inns for the group.
And I've already added in the 500 and the 71 platinum that was given.
Into your sheet.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Crew Cash, you've done your negotiations. Where are you headed off to?
I would like to inquire if he knows about any leather workers in town.
Oh, well, no offense again, he kind of giggles, you just smell the air, and you can definitely, half the stalls here, you can find us, what kind of leather work wanting to know. Is this something for yourself, or, he looks at you, you're looking like you may need some extra new clothing there. You're kind of showing a little bit, under the waistline there, laddie.
Yes, I am looking for fine leathers to have a new loincloth made.
Yeah, you can go right next door. Sure, you can find you some leather works there and purchase you some new loincloths, leather skirts. You can find that, and that's reasonably priced, and you can purchase that also. Now, Mar, what about you?
Let me see.
I'm gonna talk to Amar on my way by and say, "Why don't you come with me and we'll go see if we can find some cheese rolls?" And I'll leave Treyani with crew.
Okay, Mara will come. He decided not to eat the horses again.
Yeah, the pearl-handled pipe. So y'all are going to go in there, and you're going to purvey some rooms, and they have some. Mar, you get the feeling in the back of your head and all that. You could smell the cheese in the air. You have found a new home. They may have some of the best cheese rolls around, and you're going to be sampling them apparently. So.
Oh yes, Mara will sample a few cheese.
And crew, you're still there negotiating, getting trying on some new loincloths they have on the rack. Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I'd like to see about how much the loincloths are.
Oh, what do we got? Standard, some leather. I'm sure we don't have loincloths in there, so yeah, just leather and padded. Yeah, 5 gold. Actually, half that.
Okay.
Only a couple gold. It's just a loincloth.
You got to remember though, Crew Cash needs a big loincloth, so it's got a lot of leather. So I would say 5 gold sounds about right.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he wanted to go with padded. Something to hold up in there. Hold the family jewels upright. He's been swinging around lately here, so. But if you want one that's a little bit more of the comfort level and all that, yeah, 5 gold would be the cost to have to get yourself,
Some of those nice ones with the pockets in them.
Apparently, yes, pockets would be yes apropos there.
If we're gonna be here a week, Kaz would like to use his smithing skills and try to like make some money. Aren't there like some new tables in the Xanathar's guide that allow you to use your
You're talking about your
job
downtime? You're talking about the
skills?
downtime
Yeah.
tables and all that? Yeah,
Yeah.
we can look. Yeah, I can look at that. Yeah, I got to load it up, but
I'll use my bardic skills to, entertain to
yeah. So
get some
yeah,
capital.
we'll put this on. Yeah, we'll take some notes here and let me rack this up for the group on some downtime. But this is what you're finding out so far. But Toomlock has got you headed back over to the Wink and the Kiss.
Wink and the Kiss. That's the one.
And you walk in the Wink of the Kiss, and the guard just kind of backs up, second, he sees you coming and all that, but then he sees the dwarf with you.
I motioned him, dwarf his friend.
And he opens the door and he kind of mumbles to you, you know where to go. And sends you into the back room. And there's Noreen, and you brought a backup with you, huh? She kind of giggles a little bit, and you go, you see the 2 veterans, and there were 2 thugs that were kind of guarding the back door area where you was at, and there's a couple of windows that you see that leading out the back alley and all that, but they kind of stand up too, and they're sitting there all looking at you. And she goes, so are you going to make a bid on this deal, or are you just going to talk?
Well, my lady, I think that I'm going to make a bid on this, and we'll say 1550.
Make me a persuasion check.
You want it tower or straight up?
Straight up. Oh, what the hell? Jeez Louise. All right. So while you're chatting that, Noreen says, if that's your price and all that, and if you've got the gold on you now, then I want to give you the location and where to take you to where it's at. Half of it you need to leave with the barkeep up front, and she will then take you to where the orb is, if you're agreeable to that. And she, knowing the thieves deal, you see her kind of spit in her hand, and she sticks her hand out to shake on it.
I will spit in my hand and shake.
All right. Both of you give me perception checks, please.
You want that
Straight up.
straight up?
All right. You're sticking out your hand, and Kaz, you, right as they're shaking and all that, a click, it's ever so subtle, comes from the back room area toward the back doors, and a crossbow bolt flies and hits Noreen in the back shoulder. And what is a crossbow bolt's damage?
Depending on the crossbow.
It's a light crossbow, so that is
Hand crossbow is 1d6. Light, I think it's 1d8.
Yeah, all right. So she gets popped. Where is Noreen? Okay. She takes 2 points, and she yells out, "Ah! They're attacking! Cheaters!" And the guards and the veterans pull, the 2 thugs pull out here their swords, and I'm only gonna have to use the where you guys are at. We're in the building here, sorry, because there's no they're double crossing us, and they charge you. You could give me initiative rolls, gents.
I'm trying to figure out how that if the crossbow bolt hit her in the
Hit
back,
her in the back.
shoulder, how would she think it was us?
That's what
No, she knows it's not us. She said the guards are betraying, right? Is that what she said?
No, she's going. They're trying to double. She yells out and points to you. She hits this crossbow bolt hits her, and she yells out, "They're double crossing!" And she just because she gets hit by it, and the guards. I'm sorry, the guards actually yell that, not Noreen. They're double crossing us, and they pull their swords to aid Noreen, because she took the bolt and kind of tipped over the table a little bit, and there's things sticking out of their back shoulder and all that, and they just begin to assume that you guys are trying to do a double take. They're thieves. Then the guards and these guys aren't too bright, but they pull their swords and start to come at y'all.
Okay, so before they attack, I'd like to try to persuade that. Well, tell them that it wasn't us, and how could we shoot her in the back when we're in front of her?
You can give me a persuasion check.
You want that one in the tower?
No. And Kaz, now you know that the bolt came from back area. It came from behind her. You know that. Toomlock didn't catch it. Toomlock was busy spitting in his hands. So he didn't catch where it came from.
All right. I'll yell then. The bolt came from behind you guys. And I'll point in the direction.
All right. Let's see. The 2 of them, they are coming around the table. One of the thugs, they look into the back, and let's see if they will look out the windows. And they yell back, "We don't see anybody out here." There's nobody back here. What's going on? It's trickery.
I proceed to tell them, how could we shoot her in the back when we're here in front of her? Because I do see the arrow sticking out of her back shoulder. So
Yeah, she got a crossbow bolt. Yeah. Well, you've got some friends somewhere. You didn't come by yourself. Where are they? And
If I proceed to go and heal Noreen, will they feel less threatened by us?
You can make the call. You can try.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll walk up to her and try to heal her wound.
She feels the arrow pushes back out, lands on the ground, and she yells back, hold. She yells and she calls off her veterans for a second. Hold a second. And she grabs the bolt and all that, and she looks over it a little bit, and she goes, what is going on here? This is one of ours. Look at the notch. And she gives it to the veteran next to her and all that, and he looks and then looks back at the two of y'all, and these guys were kind of inching their way up a little bit too, and he takes his sword and he sheathes his sword and all that, and he goes, if it was one of ours, then what is going on? And she goes, they think about it, or you see him kind of muttering and all that, and she goes, move out front, let's see if any of our, see who's outside, get outside and look around. And she motions for the two of y'all to follow her out the door. So they can start looking around, because it's, you've got the market's fairly crowded, and she goes, who is out of place? They're here. They couldn't have gotten far. They shot from the back alleyway. Their best chance would have been to pull through here in the crowd and all that. And so they're gonna fan out a little bit, and they'll come around here, and she goes, and she looks to you, Toonlock, and she goes, if it wasn't you and your friends, which I don't think it was now, then look at, she kind of, look into the crowd. Just what she's wanting you to do is just kind of, if you're any good and all that, see what do you see out there that's happening that is, out of place and all that. And so if you want to make me another perception check.
Oh, my worst.
You're supposed to be a good thief. Ooh. All right. You notice that rummaging through the let's see where headed this way, you kind of catch out through people, and then it makes a beeline. There is one figure that's kind of weaving. You kind of caught it out of the corner of your eye. A hooded humanoid that was kind of weaving in and out of the crowd, and you barely caught it. And it looks like it was headed, like I said, came around and then shot around the corner.
Did I catch the color of the hood?
Just you would recognize it if you saw it again, but it
Okay.
you would have to get closer. But yeah, you got an idea kind of where it's at, but it was quick.
All right, so I'll look over at Noreen and say, "Milady, he's headed that way," and I'll point the direction which he went.
And she motions, she goes, "Go."
And I'll describe the hood.
She goes, "Go."
And-
She goes, I'll, we're the backup. You follow straight ahead, and we will come around. If whoever that is, they're headed toward there's only two places they can go out from where they're at, either going to the docks or headed out to Thorn's Lane. She said move and try to get yourself in a better position to by this build. See if you can get how quickly is get toward this building to be able to see which way the hooded person went. And you can use your action if you want to try to skip the loo somewhere to get a better
Yeah,
Alright.
dash
So-
after.
Yeah, it's Tomb Lock's the fast one. So,
I was gonna say I need my token lock so I can.
oh my bad.
Or-
Thank you.
or
Yep.
don't.
Yep, it's locked.
All right, so I need to get to that building, right?
Just get in the front of it. Get toward it. So it's because there are two ways out of here. The way you came, past the actually y'all came. There were some docks that were off to the south from there. Yep. All right. All right. And when you getting there, right as you come around the corner, this hooded figure comes around and stops dead in the tracks when they come around and see you there. And it begins to pull out another crossbow to fire at you. You may roll me initiative.
Another one?
Yeah, well, actually, we would have been out of the other one. Yeah, this is a different one. Sorry. Yeah. Because y'all didn't, well, you didn't have a fight in there. So, I'll roll up everybody's. Alright. Alright, she is quicker than you. And she pulls out.
Well, yeah, I'm, out of breath from, well, I guess not really out of breath because I don't breathe, but I'm
Right.
exhausted from that run.
Alright. So Noreen and them move. And she grabs the guards and they come rushing. And they're going to run through. And they do her deal. Alright, this human pulls this crossbow. You begin to see that it's another female. And she pulls out this crossbow and you get the feeling you are looking in the mirror. Someone who has the skill sets just like you. And boom. You're not gonna like. She deftly fires this weapon at you.
I'll take
Ooh.
half of that.
Yeah. And the bolt hits you, and you look down, and you also notice that the same notch is in. You see a notch, what she was talking about. But there's also that it looks like it's kind of slimy. Oh no. Oh no. And a thick, nasty poison courses through your body as that hit you. Krukash, you're out. Kaz.
Alright, let me think. What am I gonna cast?
Oh, you didn't half that damage from the crossbow the first shot. So
You didn't do it? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just 20 from you then? Here.
no, because I absorbed because of whatever. But that,
Oh, so
so I would take 13.
only 13 damage from that first one is what you're saying?
It doesn't have the what you absorbed as well. Does it have the damage or what you take?
It's.
Let's see.
I'm sure it says
I think it just says half the damage of that attack.
have the attack's damage against you. Yeah.
The temp HP would be counted in that, so you'd only be 6 wounds because you take 20 off.
Yeah. Okay.
Half the attack's damage against you. So pull that back. So we had 22 from the poison damage, but we only took how much? How many? So what are we saying? Damage was 26.
I think it was just half the 41, the original attack, and he took 26, so the other 15 of that was absorbed. So that's counted in the because it's still damage taken, even if it's absorbed through temp health.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be at 6 wounds, and then he'd take the full poison, so he'd be at 28 wounds.
28 wounds. Yeah.
Because it's a secondary effect. I don't think that's
Mm-hmm.
considered in the uncanny dodge.
Yep. Because I sucked and failed my con save.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Done. All right.
All right. I'll cast Bless on the 3 of us, Noreen, me, and Toonlock, and I'll move up to her.
Okay. All right, they moved already with her. Now you guys are sitting in the inn eating cheese rolls, or Mar is at least. All right, Toonlock.
All right, I'm going to take a couple steps forward to keep that zoomed in here. Yeah, I just want to be like right in front of her.
Mm-hmm. You're there.
And I am going to stab her. I mean, she shot me with a crossbow and it hurt, so I'm going to stab her really hard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can fly
So-
at the same speed as your stand. Oh my god.
You just.
So now you can fly.
And this is going to hurt her a lot.
Well,
And just as a note, I'm not trying to kill her. This is if it takes her below her health, it's an
That's fine.
unconscious.
That's fine.
Because I don't want her to die.
that's fine. Understood.
Too many ones.
All right. Nicely done.
And that should be it.
All right. Comes running up. They're going to move behind. They're coming around. And she hasn't quite seen that who it is yet. All right. She will drop her crossbow and she pulls out a short sword and she doesn't have the advantage anymore, so she swings at you. And you notice that her
Her blade is also coated in that
Yeah.
nasty shit.
pretty much, but you don't. But now, why didn't you say it? Oh wow! So you did have it. Okay, good. Yep. And she is sliced you apart, and she backs around again, and swings, and misses you. Kaz.
All right, I'm gonna cast my Toll the Dead cantrip on her.
What does that do?
It just does necrotic damage if
Okay.
she's already damaged.
Okay.
And that will be all I can do.
Tumlock.
All right, I'm gonna stab her again. And miss.
I'll use my channel divinity to add 10 to your.
Oh. All right. I believe. Yeah, that'll hit. She's only wearing studded leather.
And because she's still in close proximity to my buddies,
Yep. Okay. She's still holding the ground.
and before I pass, I want to see, would I be able to try and persuade her to stop her attack and surrender?
You can give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Tower?
No, you're fine. One second. Wait, why didn't I roll with advantage? Let me roll it one more time. Well, that was most pathetic. I clicked the advantage. That's really weird. I had the advantage button clicked. She hesitates for a moment there. And you hear Noreen yell out from the back, you're doing that. She comes around the corner, and just for the brief moment that Halira pauses as you are saying that to her, Noreen comes up and pops her in the back of the head, knocking her, dizzying her, knocking her to the ground. And she goes, "I should have known it was Halira." And she, they grab her weapons from her while you're sitting there, and they're looking at, they kind of do this quickly. And you kind of see that the veteran, they kind of position themselves, kind of, because you're right in front of the, I'm the wrong one. You're, in front of this building, but she says, grab her, and she grabs some rope and they tie her up, and she says, let's bring her, let's take her quickly, bring her onto the backside of the inn. And y'all are able to do that quickly without really grabbing much attention from the authorities. And when that happens, y'all get back over there to the backside of the inn, and they kind of slap, Noreen slaps Halira up a little bit across the face and all that, and rummages through her pouch and some of her belongings while y'all are sitting there, kind of watching out for each other. And she pulls out a piece of paper, and she looks over and she just, damn it. And she sees that she's already sold the damn orb to the Kraken Society. And she begins to, explain the Kraken Society is it's another, where is it? Because she's involved. Looks like she's set up, she's already set it up and sold it for 1,500 to another despot group. and she pulls out and she looks and she flips over the note, and there's a map, simple sketch map of a graveyard, and there's an X marked on one of the mausoleums. And Noreen goes, she goes, I've enough of dealing with her and this damn orb and all that. And she goes, if you want the damn thing, give me the rest. Give me all the rest of the money and take this damn map and go get the orb, and I'm done with it. And she goes, I'll handle Halira here, but you know what? You can have the damn thing just for the 1,500, but you're gonna have to go get it now before the other group discovers that the deal's gone south for them. She says, I can only cover for so long with her. She's good, probably, she's already made arrangements with them, or if they don't know where it's at, then you're going to need to be quick. But if you want the map, you want the damn orb, I need the rest of the money now. Wash my hands of it all, and it's all yours, and best of luck to you.
All right. I will hand her 500 gold and 100 platinum.
Boom. Take it out of your inventory. She slaps you a map. And she also she looks in there and she goes, and she's got, look at this, and she grabs some orbs and she goes, yeah, Larry, there's these 6 emeralds that are big in there, orb emeralds. She goes, well, too bad for you, Halira. She grabs the emeralds and pockets them, and she gives you a map of like I said, it's a graveyard, and it is shows that you need to. She points to you, and you're going to need to go out to the northeast to get to the tomb. And she goes, hopefully, who knows if she's already, she goes, if you've got other friends or you got some other backup, if she's already made a deal with them or they're waiting, she doesn't know whether or not they know where the orb's at. And with this deal and all that, I wouldn't take any chances. You're on your own from now, though. My group will sign off of this, and we're washing our hands of it.
All right. I will look at Kaz and tell him, go get the others. We got to get this before it falls into the wrong hands.
Yep, I agree. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, so you can, while it's doing Kaz, you can make your way to the inn where you will find Mar in Fromage Heaven, while Anilius and Krukash are just kind of, I guess y'all were just going to be kind of watching the debauchery as Mar woofs down cheese roll after cheese roll.
I'll try playing something on the lyre while.
That's right.
you're
Yeah.
doing that.
Yep. Y'all have noticed that over time and all that Anilius has taken up more and more practicing with this lyre, and he's beginning to become very proficient in it. That he has been motivated to learn, and he is playing it with death skill.
It appears to be a very fancy lyre.
Do I have are they going to give me another map here? Apparently. Apparently I don't get a map for this. That makes me mad.
Oh, and Duff,
ahead.
I actually put my ferret in my inventory.
That's fine. All right.
Could we use a short rest out of curiosity before we head to the graveyard?
Sure, 30-minute. But you could, get to them and tell them what's going on. That's what you want to do. But the clock is ticking. So it would be short rest. Let me remove. Kaz, you run over there, and what do you tell them? What's going on?
We'll share with them all the info that we tried to buy that orb, and then one of them betrayed us, and we had to chase them down. But they've already went ahead and sold it to someone named the Kraken Society. But they gave us a map where we can find it to a graveyard and tomb in the northeast. So we got to get there as soon as we can.
Alright. Let's see.
Okay, I guess we should move out.
I hate it when grids don't line up. Ugh. No, that's not good enough. Trying to see if I find something that's of. Oh hell, let's use one of these. Just a little road here. Let me add a grid to this. All right, so y'all head over to. Yep. So everybody moves to Toomlock. You're gonna. Okay. You come with them. What you're doing?
Yep.
All right.
Tumok, you can use some hit die if you'd like to heal, and if you heal, you can heal all the way up to 15 temp.
Oh, I didn't mean to give you all a long rest. Damn it! Add those. Give them back whatever tip. Whoever you had temp, I just screwed all that up. I gave you all a long
I had
rest.
17 wounds.
Yeah.
So I'll roll a hit die.
It was supposed to be a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm also going to be doing a song of healing, so you can also roll an additional d6 while doing those hit die rolls.
Okay.
I'm good. I just needed to roll one.
Mm-hmm. Do I have?
I do like that poison that she was using, though.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
And we're back.
Alright. Alright, so y'all are told, they give you the quick rundown, what happened with Double Cross. He's got a map. You need to head out of town quickly to where this orb has been hidden. And y'all need to move quickly. Leave it to Toomlock. He's found trouble for you. Wouldn't you know?
Only with the best intentions.
That's okay, we need a little action. Okay, let's go find this Kraken Society, I guess.
Alright. So y'all head on out of town, and you begin to encounter a overgrown cemetery area. And it's kind of off on the eastern side of town, outside the wall area. And there are no. Oh, here, let's get rid of that. We're not in the tavern anymore. That's too chipper.
Oh, as we get out of the town walls, I'll reach in my pack and grab the two cats and give them to Mar. Here you go, Mar. Got you some pets.
Mar will open his fancy box and start trying to stuff the cats in there. Ooh, I'll save these for later.
Hey, they're cats. You just open the box, they'll crawl in.
Yeah. They look up at Mar with, big doe eyes and purr. All right. So, yeah, you'll make yourself out there. You find this cemetery. There are gnarled trees, and you see crumbling mausoleums everywhere. And you see several that are in fairly good health, and you see a light where the map is. There's an X on the map, and when you get closer to where this X is at, you can see that the door to the mausoleum is open, and there is some faint torchlight coming from inside the mausoleum, inside this building. What do you do?
In typical Trolls fashion, charge!
The door's open. I can't kick it in. Do I close it and re-kick it? I mean,
Yeah, you can do that.
this doesn't happen.
All right, here, let me give you the map. And you're in the entranceway, so position yourselves as though you're in eye. If you want to be outside the door, you can be in the past the curved walls. But who wants to go in the door first, second, third? Kind of position yourself as y'all come in and charge in.
I'll go third.
You yell charge and let everybody. That's right. Way to go, Tomb. Who's going in first? Put yourself in kind of a 2x2 order if you want to make it easy. I'm playing a little bit off this map because it's not exactly the one we're supposed to be using, but it'll do.
So I'm waiting for the map to load.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a rather large map.
Really? Oh, wow. Must be detailed. Must be the size of it. Ooh, boy. I'll cut that down.
It's weird. Mine loaded it right away.
That's it. Normally I don't have problems
Mine
with my
seemed to
fantasy
load.
grounds because it was saying it had memory issues earlier when I was trying to search through the items.
Gotcha.
Maybe I need to clear out my cache again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
when it loaded for me, it was just a big map, like size-wise.
Yeah, that's what I had. It was
Huge.
large, but it,
But
seemed to come
It
through
loaded
pretty
fast
quickly.
for me.
Huh.
Which is weird because usually I'm slow.
Okay. So those first two sets of squares,
There we go.
position yourself kind of where you want to, and then I'll reveal what's going on. And nobody make any more changes. Where's Droop at? I see Triani's kind of flown in and off to the south a little bit.
He'll be in the back.
Okay. Yep. So you enter the doors and you begin to see what looks like there are three humans that are sitting crowbars. They're kind of prying open this crypt here, and you see them. And then you notice that there's something fairly large standing about 8 foot tall and is hidden under a cloak, and it is behind and it looks up and it gives this does anybody know? Let's see. Do we have this? No. It's a hissing noise. It's intruders.
Oh, he's
And-
speaking parcel tongue. Gotcha.
Something like that.
Voldemort.
Something like that, yes. Close enough. You guys can roll me up the initiatives. And this priest there calls out, "No closer, friends. This is a private matter, and we do not wish to be disturbed." We need no business, we need no arms to be drawn here. Leave us to our work. Your help is not needed. Nobody. Okay. Too much. They want to.
Well, I'm just gonna say that it's, I paid for it and it was mine fair and square, and you guys got the short end of the stick because the lady that sold it to you had no business selling it to you.
Yeah, I will say the orb is ours, not you, not yours.
We paid good money for it.
You cracker society.
What's a cracker?
Hand it over, you crappin' society.
No one messes with the Krakens. All right, Tomb, you're up first.
Oh, I guess I am. Lock tokens.
Oops. Done.
I can't get to him. So I'll go there. And I will level my crossbow at the priest if it would actually, let me drag the damn die down there. And I should get sneak on that because he hasn't attacked yet. Or is that?
They
give me a
weren't
second, I gotta run this again.
surprised. They have to be surprised, right? For you assassinate? You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature's surprise is critical. But you're doing sneak.
So he gets the advantage from the first round of combat.
Yep,
but
I get
then
the advantage from the assassinate because they haven't attacked.
That's correct.
So he
Yeah,
can
so you
sneak
get sneak.
attack from
I
the
get my sneak
advantage.
because the advantage.
Yeah.
It's just not an auto crit.
Right. I wasn't
Correctable.
looking for that.
Okay, my bad. You pegged him.
And I didn't get my what? I thought I had sneak added there. So go ahead and take that 6 points off.
Okay, 1 second. Where is he? Okay.
There, that's better. Slightly.
All right. Droop.
He's gonna hang back.
All right. He will. All right, he waves his hands, and the oops, cast this spell, and let's see. Come on. Excuse me. Oh, damn it. Okay, why can't I... Oh, holy hell. Apparently I haven't used Fantasy Grounds in forever. Can I get rid of this token, please? Go away. Need to unlock the tokens. That's why I couldn't control it. I was like, why can't I control this damn thing? Sorry, I was trying to. All right, it's 15 feet diameter. Kaz, you're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna recognize it.
Yeah, he's the center point.
Yeah, and all of a sudden these fiendish-looking creatures are flying around him. They fit around him and look definitely evil. You think you know what it is, Kaz?
Yeah.
And he laughs. And then this moves steps here. And he looks at he will and holds his ground. Triani?
Triania will fly back there and cover our backsides.
All right, let's see.
Doing something horribly wrong with these tokens. I can't get them to expand out. What the wrong? All right.
I will move up to here. And I'm going to throw a couple of hand axes at the snake person.
Okay.
And that is all.
Arm.
So we saw the priest cast magic, right?
Yes.
Alright. Well, Mario doesn't like people who do magic, so...
Trying to get this damn token around, right?
But he's so full on cheese rolls, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn right now.
I like that token there, Duff.
All right, Anilius. Yeah, these things are spinning around, weaving in and around everywhere, and they don't look friendly.
I don't know why I suddenly targeted everybody, but there we go. It's all working weird for me.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to create a circle, but it won't let me.
With the pointers?
I'm trying to create, draw a circle.
There you go. Oh, it's not you. Which?
Yeah, right click on the map and then click pointers, then click draw circle.
Yeah, I've been doing that?
It looks like somebody's trying to move the priest.
He's-
I'm not even anywhere near the priest, but every time I try to draw a circle, it suddenly starts making a line from the circle from the priest.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to figure my tokens out for a second. Let me get rid of my circle here. Huh. How big a circle you need?
20-foot radius.
Well, that's as big. It's the same size as the guardians that he's cast. That's 20 foot.
I thought that was 15.
Yeah, it's 15.
Oh, is it
so
15?
small.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
And I wasn't
Cheater,
trying to
cheater.
target anywhere near that priest. I'm further over. I was trying to see how many people I could hit, including Gald.
No, you were good where it was at, Duff. It's just his circle is going to be a little bit bigger.
Oh, I was the right size? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Anelius' spell is going to be slightly bigger.
Okay.
I was able to make the circle, but I can't move it now.
You have to, don't you have to...
The center of it should allow you to drag.
Yeah,
it.
I select this. It
So
starts to move.
You're trying to do this? Is that you right there?
I'm the red. And it looks like your 20-foot radius would be able to hit all 4 of them.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yep.
it looks, that's awful big, but it's off a little bit. But
Well, it
yeah.
says 20-foot radius.
Oh, holy moly! I'll give it to you all of them. Don't sweat it.
I think
Okay?
I think it would be a little bit small. It should be a little bit smaller, but
Small.
still should hit everybody.
It's still gonna hit them all. Yes, correct. Yep.
Weird. It's also not.
What shall we be casting there? Let's answer that.
Well, I'm going to be doing fireball, but it's
That's what I
acting
thought.
like I'm the priest.
Do you have the priest selected? Because you can do that.
I'm trying not to.
Click on your character portrait to make sure you've got.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
I think I have my targets. Let's see if this works.
We're still rusty. You know, it's been a while. You know what?
Oh, and before I actually roll,
Would you like the fireball token? Would you like to at least have?
if you want, I'm also casting fireball as a 5th level spell.
Holy moly! That just adds the extra die. Yeah.
Extra 2 die.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Boom.
And only 1 failure.
And on Gald, I am actually going to use a portent.
Make him fail.
Of 4, so that he fails.
All right, so I'll add the damage onto him.
Yeah, he'll just take
Yeah,
the same
Gabriel, ain't that right?
18.
Yeah, like what you were experiencing earlier today. Like we get the damn stuff figured out. All right, so he
84.
needs to have 17 more added on to Gald. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Done.
Okay. All of that for that.
That's a big boom. It was worth
Yeah,
it.
big boom, and it got very hot in this mausoleum.
Good thing I don't have to breathe.
Yeah, the air just kind of got pulled in.
I'm gonna
Although my
go
ears are
back
ringing.
here.
All right, Kaz.
And I'm gonna cast Bless on all of us.
Also, because of that effect, did Spirit Guardians is concentration, is it not?
It is.
So he needs
I
to
think.
make. I think that it is. I would have to believe.
Kaz would know better than I.
Yeah, it is. You'll have to make a save.
It
Yeah.
should have rolled automatically, shouldn't it?
That's what I thought. I was trying to see.
I didn't
but
see it go, though.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
go off.
Some of the area effect, like unless you make like a concentration, like you put Spirit Guardians with the C on it, it won't automatically roll unless. you-
Gotcha.
Yeah. So let me. That's just a con save.
Yeah, you just gotta make 10. So.
Oh!
He failed.
That's so sad. Ruined. Oof. Okay.
accomplish two things at once.
Will pull out his long sword. All right. Move it around. Fireball, and he will try to shoot Anilius. Missed. Boom.
All right. So since Mr. Veteran here attacked me, I guess I'll give him some tender strike loving.
Hit.
And that should, actually, I think I will disengage to here.
Okay. Group.
They all hang out in the back.
All right. Well, he didn't like that. So he will wave his hands again. Get the right damn. All right, and cast. What is? Put this right next to you, Anilius. You're welcome. It will
Thank you.
whack on your head there. Then he will something on himself. Bald will step up and he will you see him, yeah, he begins to pull the, kind of pulls back his hood a little bit here, and you see, well, I'm not sure who these other dudes are, but the big dude, and he's got 4 arms.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he looks kind of like between a snake and a salamander. You can make me a nature check, crew. See if you kind of recognize more what this is.
Let's see. Nope.
Negatory, just a big old lizard-looking thing. All right, and
That thing's ugly.
it's ugly.
Marmite,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, and
Marmite.
he rears back and tries to chomp on you. Misses, and then takes his 2 short swords. Apparently can't hit the broadside of a barn. Nope, not today. Triani?
She will stay where she is at the moment.
Crew?
Well, I'm going to return the favor and stab at him. Doing that. Alright.
Alright. Okay,
Getting almost as bad.
close. Mar?
Let's see. Gonna try to shoot this spellcaster again. It sounds about right.
Mar likes that.
All enemies attempt to move 5 feet further away from you as a reaction. So
Oh, well, he's gonna be afraid either way.
the priestess died. Did you just kill my priest? Yes,
That's
you
the
did.
ultimate fear.
Yeah. All right. Well.
I guess that means the spiritual weapon go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does Gald have to move back a step too?
I would imagine it said all.
Yeah.
Does Crew get to poke him for that?
True.
Yes. Today's moving away. Yes. I do hit him. Barely.
All right.
It's but a scratch.
Mars not sure why everyone's moving away, but so he'll shoot this other guy in front
It's
of
the
him.
it's the cheesy gas that the fromage.
I'm right behind you. Why did you have
Yeah.
to do that?
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to say, what happened? What about you two though? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Triani and Droop are definitely flying away. There. Oh hell no. No.
Triani's got a super sense of smell. That's not
Aw.
going to be very friendly for her.
Mar tried to goad the veteran into coming closer since he was walking away, and he failed.
All right, Anilius.
Okay, so I will target the veteran. And I will attack.
Ding.
I, however, feeling lucky.
All right, what do you got? What's your number? Oh, or is it just a reroll? I'm sorry, I thought it
This
was
is a reroll.
Yeah. Okay.
Just give him a little tap there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm going to move from behind Mar.
Yeah, and be smart for your senses.
I'm gonna move up to here.
All right.
And throw the hammer at Gold. I will use a bonus action to attack it.
Holy mo! Oh, that's the ongoing acid. Okay. 18. Come up behind. No, he's not going to turn his back, but he will swing his sword. Uh-oh. You have advantage. I don't care about that. All right. Yes. 7 will... shoot. Stinky one. And misses. He's got tears in his eyes from not being able to see. And the shot went wide. Alright. Toomlock.
All right, I think Toomlock's going to sneak in behind him here. Well, not really sneak in behind him, but, you know. So his back is to me, so that gives me advantage on that.
Yep, he positioned himself wrong. Hit. Still.
And I get sneak attack for that, and I think he's probably dead. Yep. And then he'll
He's a smear.
go here.
Droop.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yep. Step back up. Holy moly. Come on. Alright. Do it. Yeah. He didn't think that one through really well. Turiani.
She won't do anything this turn.
Croup.
I'm going to stab back at him.
Now you're hitting.
There we go.
Okay, Mar.
Mara's gonna come closer. He wants to know why everyone keeps moving away from him. And then he's going to shoot them. Hey, you! Stop running away! I'm a nice guy. In fact, he's going to try and trip him.
Okay.
And let's see, will he save? Yay, he's knocked down. He'll move the last 5 he has to come closer.
You got it prone on him twice. All right, hold on a second here.
I do.
It's okay. Yeah, we're learning. Okay.
Now-
So what? So you knocked him down. Well, I'm sorry. What did you say? Then he fell down. But what else?
I just moved closer to
Okay, gotcha.
be near him.
Yep.
So the Mar trip attack with the bow, would that be considered shooting an arrow in the knee?
Basically,
Uh,
an arrow in the knee.
Sorry, had to put it out there.
Here
the
it
term actually
comes.
comes from ironically, the guard in the game actually never got shot with an arrow in the knee. It's an old Nordic term for getting married, so that's why he stopped adventuring.
Really?
Hmm.
That's something I didn't know.
That's hilarious.
Nilius.
It makes sense though. Getting married, getting hitched, an arrow in the knee.
Hit. Damaged.
And that'll be it.
Has.
I'll do the same. I'll attack the big guy.
Alright. He has to stand up. His long sword. Swinging wildly with the tears in his eyes because he can't see anything from the stench. Tomblock.
All right, I think we're gonna go like this. There.
God.
And let's go with the big ugly bastard.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Alright.
And that should be it.
Droop.
He's just hanging out in the back.
Yeah, Triani. Same thing. Can't hear you if you're talking.
So move.
All right. Group moves in for the kill.
Is he facing Mar or Doomlug?
Mar.
All right. Not quite enough.
Mar.
Well, Mario's gonna look at this guy and be like, "Fine, I don't smell. I don't know what you're talking about." And he's just gonna shoot him right between the eyes.
Now, does Crew get pegged with that arrow? Because that's a lot of damage.
No. Sticks it up. All right. He goes down, and we are out of combat. How about we'll hold right there and pick up the revelations and everything next week?
Sounds good.
Sounds like
Sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys can hang out. I know, Niels, it's late for you, but let's say bye to the stream. Everybody that's watching, we're back on schedule here now for our weekly get-togethers. So I appreciate anybody that's new watching and those who's dropped in. Guys, hang on a second. I'll drop XP on the group. But we'll be back tomorrow night with the Death Dealer. So thanks for watching, and see y'all later.
Thank you, stream.
Thanks, stream.
Night stream.
Thanks,
Happy New
stream.
Year.